Now to your voice, your vote. People across the state took to the polls yesterday to vote on local millage proposals.
On the ballot in Muskegon County was a millage that would support the renovation and expansion of the Muskegon Museum of History and Sciences, but voters turned it down.
13 Your Side's Jeremiah Brown joins us now with what is next for the museum. Jeremiah.
Yeah, Lauren and Elena, the Lakeshore Museum Center said this millage was meant to help them ensure the museum can continue preserving history for decades to come as they're outgrowing their space. Now they're exploring their options.
We jokingly say we're Muskegon's attic, and the attic is full, and it's been full for a while.
The Muskegon Museum of History and Sciences has been collecting Muskegon's history for 88 years. It lets people experience the history of what made the area we know today, but they tell us they need the space to house that history.
The bigger problem is, what do we do to collect today for 50 years from now, and how do we care for that if we have no space?
On Tuesday, 54% of voters said no to a proposal which would fund the museum's expansion and renovation over the next 20 years. The millage would cost the owner of a $200,000 home an extra $62 in property taxes.
And we're at our load limit up here, so we can't put anything else in here. So we've just got multitudes of files, collections, old ledgers from businesses. There's old scrapbooks. We've got like autograph books from, 1800s.
Executive Director Melissa Horton says both of their archive spaces are at capacity.
So some of the challenges now are that both of our storage facilities are connected to restaurants, and so it's not best practice for museums to be within that context and not control all of your walls. So we worry about fire, we worry about pests, we worry about insects, all things that are very harmful to a collection. So this was going to help us convert this museum into collection storage that was safe and accessible to the public, and then give us room for the next 100 years, hopefully, to grow. And then we were also going to build a new visitor space that was more accessible and friendly for our visitors with accessibility needs.
While the millage was not passed, Horton says this will not stop the museum's mission of protecting history and finding solutions.
I think Muskegon's always changing, it always will change, and we really want to capture that.
Horton says some options they could pursue include seeing what renovations they can make on a smaller scale and potential fundraising for new additions, but she says their team will re-strategize and update their plans. In the newsroom, I'm Jeremiah Brown, 13 on your side.